Sukshma Shariram in our 14th class. In the last class, that is the 15th class, Swamiji took up the Karana Shariram, the causal body. Karanam is the cause and Karyam is the effect. Karana Shariram is the body which is the cause for the other two bodies, that is the subtle and the gross body. Before explaining the definition of Karana Shariram in the Tattvabodha text, Swamiji explained the cause-effect relationship in detail. This cause-effect relationship comes when we talk about creation. Swamiji explained this with technical details. Apart from Vedanta, the cause-effect relationship is also explained in Sankhya and in other philosophies. The first and the most important part of the cause-effect relationship is that the Karyam is not different from the cause. From this perspective, we can say that the Sharira Trayam, the Sthula Sukshma Karana Shariram, is not different from Brahma or Atma. The second part says that cause is different from effect, whereas the first part says that the effect is not different from cause. We must understand the difference between the two statements clearly. This is because any effect has no independent existence other than the cause. So cause is different from effect. Once we know and understand this cause-effect relationship, we will understand Vedanta far more easily. So it is established that Atman is independent from all the three bodies. Then Swamiji explained the causal body by giving its definition. Anirvachya anadya avidya rupam. It is of the nature of ignorance, avidya. It is without beginning, anadi, and it is anirvachyam. Nirvachanam means definable, and anirvachyam means indefinable or inexplicable. Next, it is said, Sharira Dvayasya Karana Matra. It is the cause for the subtle and the gross body. We have already seen that. Now comes Nirvikalpaka Rupa, meaning it has no form, no shape, no quality, and it cannot be differentiated. Anirvachyam, which was mentioned previously, means indefinable. Here it says it cannot be differentiated also. It has no space or time concept. That is Nirvikalpaka Rupa. It is objectless, and so it becomes difficult for the sadhaka to understand. Therefore, the only way is to do Shravanam and Mananam punah punah, again and again. Swamiji explained that we can say that in deep sleep, we are in the Karana Shariram, where there is no differentiation. Now, this is followed by the next definition as the answer to the question, Avasthatrayam Kim. When we defined Atma, it is said that Atma is Avasthatraya Atitam, meaning it is beyond the three states, Jagrat, waking, Swapna, dream, and Sushupti, deep sleep. Avastha means a state or sphere of experience. Swamiji next introduced us to Jagrat Avastha. We will now hear more from Swamiji. Hari Om.
Shrutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Vasudevendra Yogendram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hidarthaya Tattvabodho Bhidhiyate. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. We are continuing with the Avasthatraya, the three states of consciousness. Among three, the first Jagrada Avastha, the waking state, where we have all the sensory experiences. Srotradi Jnanendriyehi Shabdadi Vishayescha. All the objects of cognitions, everything is experienced directly in this state. So this we have experience that we know about this state. Now what is special here? Here Sthula Sharira Abhimani Atma Vishwa Ityuchyate. That is where we stopped in last session. The Sthula Sharira Abhimani Atma. The consciousness which is identified itself with this gross body. The Sthula Sharira. Now, hence it is identified with the gross body. We feel that we are this body. This human body is considered to be our personality, our identification, and whatever we think about ourselves, we talk about this gross body. So the gross bodies referred for our existence. This is the mistake is happening here. So therefore, we call it this Atma, the consciousness identified with this gross body is qualified Atma. So like we have so many qualifications. So we want more qualifications and more qualified. So it says if you have more qualifications, you are away from Atma. So because this Atma, this the consciousness is qualified, it is called Vishwa. The name of the qualified Atma is Vishwa here. Now, the word meaning of Vishwa. Vishwa means complete. So the Vishwa Atma, when it is said, Atma Vishwaha Ityuchyate. The name has given as Vishwa. the consciousness is implied there. Actually, the word meaning of Vishwa is complete. It can be anything. But the implied meaning here is the consciousness is complete. Now, this special point we have to understand. The definition of waking state is this. This specially qualified Atma Vishwa is awake here, so it is called waking state. All the experiences this Atma has to be counted as the experiences of the consciousness. Now, the physical body is conscious because we say the mind, because of the mind. So mind, what does mind means for us? The mind means brain. That is what we think, because mind works through brain. So whatever happens there is happening to us because we are identifying with that. If the brain is dead, the person is dead. If the brain is working, the person is working. So he is alive. So you see how much identification is there. Now, what about the consciousness? We have no idea what this consciousness is. Therefore, when we talked about Karana Sharira, the deep sleep state, there we have the experience of consciousness, how because in that state, this identification of gross body, identification of subtle body, it means the mind, prana and all other elements, those are not there. So what is the experience there? How we experience? So that is, we can say, in these terms, we can say it is unqualified consciousness, unqualified Atma. Although there is ignorance. We were talking about the ignorance in last session. The ignorance is there. But we have no awareness of the ignorance in that state of consciousness. Only when we wake up from that state, we remember that we experienced something like that. We were in bliss and complete relaxation and all those. So why I am taking this point? To correctly identify the Vishwa here. Now, why this Vishwa is complete? What is the reason we call it Vishwa? The complete consciousness, complete Jiva. Because in this waking state, all the elements are working together. All the parts of the body, the causal body, the subtle body, and the gross body, with its indriyas, mind, prana, everything working together. So therefore it is called complete jiva. Now, in the subtle body, the gross body and the sense organs are missing. They are not working there. So the subtle body, compared to subtle body, the gross body is complete and subtle body is incomplete. And the causal body, we have no elements, no support. All the adjunct of jiva is disappeared there. So in this gross body, we have all the adjunct, all the supportive elements for our experiences. Okay, now you see how beautifully they have thought about this. And now, when we call it Vishwa, it is complete. Now, complete in the sense with all the sense organs are working, mind is working with awareness, and the ignorance is supporting for all the activities. Consciousness is lighting on all the activities. Now the reflective consciousness is active. So you can do whatever you want. Now, what we call as free will, one's own preference, that is working here. Only in this state. That is the importance of this state. So one's own free will, that is the cause of all the karma and all the developments. Okay, so we have only a chance to work here to develop new karmas, good karmas. So this is a special point here. And with this free will, what we call as free will, our destiny is also working. Because without that, nothing is possible. So what lot of karma we have with us as samskaras and vasanas and all the habitual impressions, whatever are there in our mind. So everything working here with no. So therefore, here the new karmas are created. In this Jagrat state, the new karmas are created. We can do sadhana here. No. We cannot apply sadhana in deep sleep. How can we do sadhana in deep sleep and Sravana Mananam there? If we intensely practice something in this body, waking state, then it may have some impressions, some vasanas there in the deep sleep. Now, sometimes you may have a dream that you are studying Vedanta, no, memorizing Vedanta. I don't know you are memorizing or not, but I think you are memorizing. So everything will come there because if whatever you are doing, that is with experience. If something is done intensively, that is implied there, and the impression will come there. That's all. But you cannot do anything new there. Therefore, this waking state is so important. Now, when we think about our world, the world of experience, this is waking state. The world of experience is waking state. Our free will, what we call in Sanskrit as Purushartha. and destiny we call prarabdha. So this point we will discuss later, because in the last part of the textbook, the karmas and its definition will come. So there we will talk about the difference between free will and destiny, and how can we change all this, and all the definitions we will talk up there. So therefore the Vishwa is qualified and Vishwa is complete. Now we take up the next sphere of experience. So the waking state is one reality. We can say the complete experience we have here. Therefore, this is the first reality. We call it first reality for our understanding. Based on this, we say dreams, we experience dreams. So that is second reality. So about the dream, it is asked, the question is asked, Swapna avastha ka iti chet. Jagrada avasthayam yad drishtam yad srutam tad janita vasanaya nidra samaye yah prapanchaha pratiyate sa swapna avastha. So what is this state of dream? Swapna avastha ka. As usual, the question is asked, then the answer is the definition of dream state. Jagrada avasthayam yad drishtam yad shrutam. So whatever heard in Jagrada avastha and whatever experienced in Jagrada avastha, the Jagrada avasthayam yat, the waking state, whatever experience we have in the waking state, tad janita vasanaya, by the impression born out of that, tad janita vasanaya, nidra samaye, the time of sleep. Nidra, sleep, samaye, time, in the time, at the time of sleep. Yaha prapanchaha pratiyate, ya prapancha pratitihi. So a kind of world is experienced there. Prapancha means world. Yaha prapanchaha pratiyate. Pratiyate means experienced. So a kind of world is experienced. So we feel that we are doing all the activities there. Therefore, it is world. Sa swapna avastha. So that is dream state. Now, Jagrada avasthayam yad drishtam. It is definite that whatever we experience in dream is already has been experienced in Jagrada avastha. I know sometimes we see some different objects there. The objects we have never seen, never experienced. Such things are seen in the dream. But that is the trick of the dream. It is nothing new is produced. Only some different things are mixed there. The mixing and making some different forms. So we see something differently, but if you correctly analyze that, then you can see that all that is experienced in waking state. Sometimes it may show that you are sitting in a car and driving. Now, after sometimes you are getting down from a train. So now you started with car, and the end of the journey, you are coming out of train. So such things are connected. Now, if you think about where, how it is happening, it has no answer, because both the impressions are there. Therefore, it is mixed. There is no meaning, nothing to show. No, just that whatever the vasanas are there, the dreams brings out all the vasanas to make mind free. Now, what I said is important here. No, dreaming is always good for mind, the good health of mind, because all the problems we face in the state of waking state, those are coming there in different form, and what should be kept for a long time memory, that is kept, and what should be removed immediately, that will be removed. So dreaming is very good. So even in waking state, the daydream, what we call a daydream, that's also good. It is said if the children can sit in one place and do daydreaming, their brain development is faster. So because the brain is developed in that way. So even the daydreaming is good, because now nobody has time to sit for daydreaming. So daydreaming almost disappeared because of this mobile and internet and all those, because there is we have no gap for daydreaming. But I think we have to find some time for daydreaming. Just sitting there, sipping coffee or tea, and just sitting in front of the garden or somewhere, and just do some daydreaming. It's good for the health of the mind, relaxation. So that we can do. That is different from this dreaming. So this is a state of consciousness. So it is different. And here you see, here the jiva is not complete. The reason is this individual consciousness has no control over the dream. No, the person cannot control the dream. The dream will come automatically. Whatever stored, whatever it is there, it is seen there. We cannot change it. Therefore, in this dream, we cannot perform a new karma. The new action is not performed. If you see you are performing some actions in the dream, that is not counted as actions, new actions. No, it is not karma. New karma is not, it is not creating a new karma there. So, therefore, this dream state is out of our control. Therefore, no responsibility. We have no responsibility of dream. I am not responsible of my dream, because I have no control. I cannot control it. I cannot bring the dream I want to see, the objects I want to experience. So therefore, in all our scriptures, it is said, you don't worry about your dreams. Let them come and go. Whatever happened, it is okay. But the dreams indicate something. That is something. No, we know that if we have some good dreams and bad dreams, what is the difference? It's our mood of the mind changes. So each dream indicates something. Apart from that, nothing is performed there. That's all. So if you know the dream science, how dream works, and in our Jyotisha, astrology, we have textbooks for this, to study dreams. So they give some explanations for each dream. No, the reason is, as I said, whatever we experience there, that experience is connected to the previous experience. So from previous experience, the new experiences are created. So this karma connection, from the old karma, the new karmas are created. Therefore, dream gives some indications about the future, about the karmas to be happening. No, it's a connection there. So that much we can understand from this. So tajjanita vasanaya nidra samaye. So the word nidra samaye especially indicates that waking state also we have some kind of dream, like daydream and all those. That is different from this. Therefore, it is said nidra samaye, while you are asleep. Then the whatever experience is there, that's the dream. That is called dream, a state of dream. Now, the consciousness identified with this dream. Now, who is that? It is said, Sukshma Sharira Bhimani Atma Tejasaha Ityuchyate. The experiencer of dream state is stated as Tejasa. Like Vishwa, this is Tejasa. Who is this Tejasa? Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. So identified with Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. We have already learned what is subtle body. So the Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. The last one was Thula Sharira Abhimani. And this Tejasa is Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. The Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Atma, individual consciousness, is named as Tejasa Ityuchyate. Tejasa, Tejas means shining. The light is called Teja. Teja means light. Tejas means shining. You can say effulgent. The effulgent Atma, identified with Sushma Sharira. So this is the dream state. Now, why this Atma is called effulgent, shining Atma? Now you remember your dream state. There, everything is experienced in like we experience like outside objects there, everything is experienced there. It is all that experiences are happening in light. There is some light, full of light. Because without light, we cannot see. So this is the concept here. You want to see something, experience something, you need light to objectify that. So there, whatever we are experiencing is within that light. So therefore, it is called Tejasa. Actually, this is not outside light. This light is from inside. And as we know today, it is brain is functioning there. So actually, there is no light, but it is seen as light is there. That's all. So Tejasa ityuchyate. Therefore, it is called Tejasa. The waking state, we have Vishwa, and this dream state, we have Tejasa. Now, the consciousness, when it is identified with the state of experience, it is one with that, then we feel that we are there. Now we have no comparison. In the state of dream, we are not comparing the other states, deep sleep or waking state. We have no experience, no memory of other states. When we are in dream state, we are on with that dream. It is comprised. It's like no, everything is experienced as in the waking state. And now, why this happens? What is the process there? Because of the experiencer, the Atma. Now, Atma lost the connection with the gross body and the sense organs. So it is not connecting now. The mind is resting. Mind disconnected itself from the sense organs and gross body. So in that state, mind alone is working in half sleep. The half sleep mode that is working. So there, the Atma is already identified with the Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. It is there because without Atma, mind cannot work. So therefore, this state is experienced. That's all. So mind takes the decision, mind brings the objects, all what is happening
I think the connection is lost. Swamiji will join soon. Yeah, something went wrong there, getting it corrected. Yeah. Anyway, it is nice to know that daydreaming is good. So far, we were thinking that daydreaming is not that good.
I think in the daydreaming, we, what I say, in the night dream, we don't have any control over the dreams. But in the daydreaming, we have control maybe.
Yeah,
If you want
that
to
is
nicely,
true.
I can dream nicely. If
Yeah,
bad
that is
dream comes, we can get rid of it. We have the control in the daydreaming, I think.
Yeah,
So
that
we'll
is
think
true.
all pleasant things only.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hari Om. I am back. So something happened, our net connection. So sorry for disturbance. So we were discussing about sleep, and after that, deep sleep. So the net connection went to deep sleep. Yes. So after the dream, when mind stops itself, now we see you have no control over mind or whatsoever is happening there. Okay, you are free of all the actions. Then the mind goes to deep sleep for resting. So now the vasanas, the previous impressions are also off. Everything is switched off. So then it goes to deep sleep. That is the state we call as sushupti. So supti means sleep. Sushupti means deep sleep. So you can practice the pronunciation sushupti. Avastha, the deep sleep. So adhak sushupti avastha ka. So what is this deep sleep? Aham kimapi na janami sukhena maya nidra anubhuyate iti sushupti avastha. It's very simple. We cannot give any description of sushupti avastha. It cannot be described. Only we can say we have not experienced anything there. We have not seen anything there. So aham kimapi na janami. No object was there for my experience. So I could not see anything there. So aham kimapi na janami. Sukhena maya nidra anubhuyate. I slept well. Sukhena maya nidra anubhuyate. So I did not know anything and I experienced a good sleep. Sukhena maya nidra anubhuyate. We will remember in waking state. In deep sleep, nothing is possible. Because in deep sleep, no adjunct is active. No conditioning is there. No, individuality is gone. The person is not there. The personality, the ego, the I-ness, minus, nothing is there. So now, who is the experience there? If the individuality is not there, then who is the experiencer? So karana sharira abhimani atma prajnaha ityuchyate. Though the individual, the person is not there, but the consciousness is there. Without conditioning, the consciousness is there. Without upadhis, we call it upadhi. Now, Ubadhi, you know what is Ubadhi? Upadhi is an adjunct. Okay, so you can note down this word Upadhi. Upadhi, we spell it in English UPADHI. UPADHI. U capital PADHI. Upadhi. Upadhi means adjunct, conditioning. So why it is called adjunct or conditioning? Because when this Upadhi is connected, seemingly it changes the object to which it is connected. The Upadhi, the character of Upadhi is seemingly the Upadhi changes. It forms whichever it is connected. For example, if the Upadhi of Sthula Sharira, gross body, is connected to the consciousness, then consciousness becomes the knower of objects, worldly objects. If the mind is connected to the consciousness, then mind becomes the Upadhi, the adjunct. Then the consciousness becomes the thinker. If the intellect is connected, yet another Upadhi, then the consciousness becomes the knower. Now you see, the pure consciousness is without Upadhis, without these adjuncts and conditionings. And the ego, intellect, mind, sense organs, and the vital air, prana, and the physical body, all these are adjuncts for the Atma. So now you see how it is functioning. This is very complex. So this is why we are having all these confusions. And with all these adjuncts working together, we are unable to experience the pure consciousness, our own nature. Because the pure consciousness is identified with all this. Like for a simple example, when a person, after studying and completing MBBS degree, he gets an Upadhi as doctor. No, Dr. So-and-so. Now this is, and after that the person is identified as doctor. Now we know that person cannot be a doctor or something. That is the degree, the practice is called like that. The name is given to the practice. But the practice is identified with the person. Now, if you call a doctor something else, then what would she or he thinks? So because it's identified like that. No, it's a very funny how we identify all those, and then we have ego with that. Now if somebody is minister or prime minister or chief minister or that post, if you call them by name, not taking their position, then that's a punishable offense. You will be punished if you take directly the name of the prime minister without the adjective. So it's all no, the identification, how the adjuncts are identified, all the qualifications are identified. So this is how Atma become Vishwa, Atma become Tejasa, and the deep sleep, these, fortunately, these adjuncts are off. They are made separate. Now the God wants to give you the experience of the Atma, experience of the consciousness. No, giving that, you see all what is happening with you in all the other two states is not your nature. You are free from all this. So try to understand this and accept this. So therefore, Karana Sharira Abhimani. So in this deep sleep state, the Atma is Karana Sharira Abhimani. The Karana Sharira we already know, the causal body. The Atma is identified with causal body, and this Atma is called Prajna. Ityuchyate. Prajna, that is his name. So this we will discuss in next session, because there is something special about this Prajna and Karana Sharira Bhimana. So we will continue with this for the next session. Okay. So we will take up questions now. Hari Om.
Namaste, Swamiji. There are no more questions. I mean, nobody asked the question yet. Yeah, one person raised the hand. Dr. Kamalaji. Kamalaji, please unmute and ask.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Swamiji said, complete experience in the Jagrat and Swapna, the first reality in Jagrat and the second reality in Swapna. Swamiji, can you just explain little more detail?
Okay. First reality, I mean to say, according to our Shastras, all our duties are performed in Jagrata Avastha. The new karmas are formed in Jagrata Avastha. And the creation is maintained in Jagrata Avastha. All the experiences, we are doing karma. You see, if you do some good karma, you are doing some good karma. For what purpose you are doing the good karma? So thinking that you will get some good result, some happiness, some good experience. Now this good experience, in which state you want to experience? If I say you will get all the good experience, your punya and karma and everything in deep sleep, so you would not like. You will say, I don't want that punya, because there I am freely getting the everything, you know, all the complete experience.
Yeah.
Now all the good things and all the good experiences, everything you want in waking state, not even the deep sleep. If somebody gives some gift in deep dream state, what does it mean? Your lover is giving a gift in dream state. He says or she says, I will give you a gift in dream state. So what does it mean? We don't want such a gift. So therefore, in all aspects, if you see, the waking state is complete. So without this, nothing is possible. And therefore, it is called the first state. And the second state, a dream, that is obviously have no sensational experiences and all those there. Only mind is working. If mind is in happy mood, mind will bring all good dreams, sweet dreams. If mind is not in that mood, if it is disturbed, then it will bring same impression, same vasanas, and you will experience a bad dream. So therefore it is out of control. So that is second reality. And the third reality, that is deep sleep. And deep sleep, we have nothing to do with that. Only we can prepare in waking state for a good sleep. So we can free our mind and body be free and everything free. Then if you get into bed on the right time, and then you will get the sleep, and just for a couple of hours you will be in deep sleep and then come out of that. That's all. So only one state is in our control. You see, that is the wonderful experience we have. Only waking state is in our control. Therefore, our free will, the personal desire and actions, we plan in waking state. We have no plan for sleep, dream, because we cannot plan. Now, how can we plan? So everything is in waking state. So that is the state of jiva. We can say waking state is the state of jiva. Others two states are controlled by the God himself. Only one state is given to you, and you have free will. If you want to do good karmas, perform good karmas, and you will get good result and enjoy the life, everything there. Okay, do all the punyam and papam and everything there. So he has given only one state. If you think about it's something, if God would have given 2 or 3 states in our control, what would have happened? So the world will be something different. So therefore, God has only given one state. One state that is in your control. Other than that, so you study about that, try to understand what is happening there, how I can manage this waking state, how can I improve myself and do good karmas, sadhanas, and achieve all the purusharthas. The purusharthas are experienced in waking state only. So no purushartha for dream state, no purushartha for deep sleep. So therefore, it's well managed and settled. Okay.
Namaste.
Any other question?
Yeah, Swamiji, this is not a question. The person name is coming here as the mist. It's a statement. Pranam Swamiji, this is not a question. When you explain about prajna, someone inside is continuously sobbing. Someone
continuously
is sobbing, crying, kind of thing. So this is not a question, it's a statement. In case you missed this message, I am bringing to your notice. Okay. So this is not a question. So the next question is from Dr. Hemaji.
Please do.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Nothing, Swamiji. You answered my question in the last part of your talk just now. So I said, life itself is short, and life is only there 3 stages. Either you are waking, dreaming, sleeping. That continuous cycle of this only you are. So as you said that in the Purushartha, only in that life is short, in that it is divided into 3. In that 1/3 of the thing only we should acquire The Purushartha. The last part you actually answered that only.
Right,
So,
right.
In that thing only.
That only in waking state we can perform all this.
Yeah.
Nowhere else it is possible. That is also with sound mind. That is another important point of Vishwa. Because if somebody has some mental problem, if something is there, then that person is not eligible for performance. Because we want everything in a good condition for the karma performance. So therefore, that is also said in Shastras. Children before 7 or 8 years old, they cannot perform any karmas. They are not eligible for karmas because their mind is not fully developed and intellect is not developed. They have no discriminative knowledge. No, therefore they are not eligible for the karma performance. So they can study and understand, and slowly they will develop the correct knowledge. So this is how it is managed. Yeah. So this is a wonderful state, is waking state. So we should understand more about that and live with the waking state a good life with all our good performances. That is what is there, the Vishwa. So because Vishwa is the creator. So all the karma is created by Vishwa. So there is a correlation with all the states because Vishwa is not completely separate. Vishwa is connected to Tejasa as well as Prajna. So this point we will discuss in next session, because the importance of Prajna, why the Prajna is called Prajna. So that we will discuss in next session. So any other question?
Yes,
Yeah, again,
Swamiji.
Dr. Kamalaji.
Yeah.
Swamiji, it is said that the waking is a extended dream. So can you just explain?
Waking, waking is a okay. It can be said as one point of view, because in the dream also we have object and subject relations. Now we have many objects there, and we experience all those objects. So the same thing is happening here also. So we experience many objects. So in that word, Drishyatva. Drishyatva means the object-subject relation is there in the dream as well as in the waking state. So this is the extension, that in that viewpoint we can say that is extended. Actually here you just now you heard, no? So a dream is the extension of waking state. The vasanas produced in the waking state goes to dream. So like we take a photograph, and then if it is there in the memory of the mobile, we can see it later. So the actual photographing, the actual object is there in the waking state, and the photograph goes there in the dream state. So it's like vasana connected there. So this way is like that. That is why I said all the three are interconnected. So the connections are there, but in comparison, we say the waking state is the full state of experience, the complete state of experience, because all the elements are working there. Okay.
Next is Dr. Hemaji.
Nothing, Swamiji. That's why I think the rishis or Acharya, everybody, they emphasize that you get up in Brahma Muhurta, early morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock or whatever, so that your waking state will be little longer, and
yes, correct.
Take up your studies or whatever good karma you want to do.
That's true. Yeah, That is where we work many hours. No, like people work more than the waking. We need more waking state to perform all our duties, to complete our duties. So that is good. So sleep early and get up early. So then you have more time and energy to do sadhanas and all those. That is very much needed. And our day life, no, but day life means the waking state is considered to be the what you say, the life, actual life. If somebody asks what is life, so you can only say about your day life. So I get up in the morning and then do this, and you count all those. So that is why that is called as life, the actual practice. Very important to know the waking state. But the Vedantins, sometimes they say waking state is nothing. No, you forgot this waking state and go to samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, and this state is also like sleep. It is nothing to do with this, and all those they say. That is from another aspect of this, from the point of view that the consciousness is everything. Other than consciousness, nothing is real. No reality is there. So in that point of view, they say all this. But the reality what we experience in waking state is everything for us. Therefore, that is important. Because dream is a subtle body, the subconscious mind works there, and then we cannot control it. But in the waking state, we can do everything. So that is very important for us. So please understand this and study once more and take up these points and try to contemplate on that and experience that. Because when we contemplate, we practice more and more, we can identify and see what is happening in us. The introspection of our own mind is very important. So for that purpose, this discussion is here. Okay.
So, Swamiji, there is one question from Pavanji. He raised his hand. And please unmute and ask, Pavanji.
Om Swamiji, one small doubt, Swamiji. It's regarding the usage of the word. Like we have been using the word Atman, Brahman, consciousness. So and this is all pervading. This is omnipresent. So am I correct on this? Atman, Brahman, consciousness, omnipresent.
Yeah. So I can use this word as synonymous.
Okay, so then generally people say that when we die, the Atman goes from this body to another body. So can you give clarity? What is it that moves from one body to another body? It's not the Atman, it's not the Brahman, it's not consciousness. Then what is it that moves actually?
Yeah, what goes from this body to another body in the time of death, the subtle body is separated from the gross body. That's all.
Okay. So the Karma Sharira is not
connection of subtle body, Sushma Sharira and Sthula Sharira we call as birth of a child.
Okay.
It happens in the womb of the mother. And then the separation of subtle body and gross body. That is death. So if the gross body, as you already heard, that gross body also has the Atma, Tejasa, the identified or reflected consciousness. So it goes. If the gross body can move, then it can move.
Okay. Yes, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Okay.
That clears my doubt. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Can we conclude?
Yes, Swamiji, there are no more questions.
No more questions, no?
No more questions. Yeah.
Oh, Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om